Oh, what's going on, Raiders? Duelim here, back again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about Raid Shadow Legends. And if you're like me and you've been living under a rock, you just started playing this game in 2025. That's right. No, I'm not kidding. I'm level 24. I literally just started yesterday as of like March 18th, March 19th. So I am brand new to this game and I am absolutely loving it. So I wanted to give you guys 5 tips to skyrocket your progress in the early game and little kind of hidden details that nobody really tells you about that's going to be super helpful. So the first one is if we go to battle here on the bottom right from our bastion, at level 6 you unlock arena, and we're going to go into arena, and we have classic arena here. And as you see here, I have 8 attacks and obviously my 4 battles that I can choose from. On the left-hand side here, we're going to click on defense. And defense, you could see I have 1 character on defense. And this is very important because your arena rank fluctuates depending on if people attack you, and then your arena rank lowers. And then when you attack other people, your arena rank goes back up. So to make your experience a lot better in arena, if you have a terrible defense just like this, it's going to get beaten very badly by a lot of people. So then the opponents you're going to find and you're going to face off against are also going to be a lot lower. So it's going to make the grind on arena that much easier because you're going to get credits that benefit towards the Great Hall, and you're essentially grinding and farming those credits. So don't make the experience super hard on yourself. Make it a lot easier by just having 1 guy on defense and just farming all of that currency for the Great Hall to make your experience so much easier. Next up, we're going to go into dungeons. So dungeons are unlocked at level 11. So when we go into dungeons here, the main dungeon you're going to want to focus is probably Dragon's Lair in the beginning. But when you can start doing it and you get a little bit stronger, we can go into Minotaur's Labyrinth here, and there is a really, really crazy trick that helps you out so much. So you see the rewards here are for scrolls. These scrolls are very, very important because they end up helping you with your mastery tree, and the mastery tree gives you benefits. It's pretty much a skill tree. It gives you benefits that you choose completely, so it's a lot of agency for every single character, which is absolutely amazing. So if we click battle here, you see I'm only using 2 characters, and it's the 2 characters that I plan on building the absolute highest. The reason why is because the characters that you use, those are the only ones that the scrolls can drop for. So if I'm running some other characters here, the scrolls can also drop for these 3 characters, but I don't want scrolls on this. So this is how you want to mitigate RNG. So you want to take these characters out and only use the 2 characters you really want to get those mastery points on. Now, you are probably thinking to yourself, but hey, this is going to be a lot harder with just 2 characters. You could probably get to stage 9, maybe even stage 10, but it's not worth it because if you're doing stage 10 and you're getting scrolls on 3 characters that you do not want to get scrolls on and are just going to end up turning into chicken food, there's no reason to have them in there. It's much better to mitigate the RNG and make sure you're getting those scrolls on the best characters possible. And it is worth it to do a stage or 2 under where you probably could be at to make sure the scrolls are getting on the characters that you need. Next up, let's go over to the tavern here. So in the bastion, you're going to go on the top right corner. We have the tavern right here. And then we're going to be talking about Kale, but specifically the skills. So you see here, this is how you're going to upgrade your skills. So you've got A1, A2, and A3, and you upgrade them with tomes or duplicate champions. Now, for tomes, you want to make sure you're only using blue tomes on your starter character. And as you can see here, my starter character is Kale. So you only want to use it on Kale, unless you're going to use it on the legendary that you might have from the start, which we'll talk about in a little bit, how to get one of those. But Kale is going to be a great, great starter. Everybody told me Kale was the best starter when I was streaming on Twitch before I picked him They said he was the absolute best. So I went with Kale, and I have used all my books on him because the blue books are pretty easy to come by, especially in the early to mid game. They're very easy to come by, but you don't want to waste your legendary and epic books on characters that you don't want to really put investment in. So you've got to be very careful. So I'm only using books on Kale right now, and then I'm only going to use books on Supreme Gaelic as well. So that is extremely, extremely important, and something that you should focus on. Do not waste those tomes because that's going to mess with your progress a lot. As you can see here, I haven't had any legendary tomes to be able to take any of his abilities up, but Supreme Gaelic is still absolutely amazing. But how do you get him? So if you go back to your Bastion here, this is the home screen. And then on the left-hand side here, behind my head, you can see the 3 lines here. You click here, and then you go to promo codes. And then you could type in a promo code here. You can only do one for every 24 hours. So you see I did one yesterday. So the code for Gaelic is going to be Supreme 6. And there's another code to unlock Sun Wukong, and his is Monkey King. I went with Supreme Gaelic because I was told in Twitch chat, once again, shout out to my Twitch chat. They were absolutely amazing. I was told that Gaelic is going to be absolutely amazing all the way until late game as well because of his burn damage and his burn mechanic that he has, especially on his ultimate here. The HP burn is absolutely nuts. It also has the speed decrease, which is really good because in games like this, speed is king, without a doubt. And if you did not do an unlock code for either Sun Wukong or Supreme Gaelic within the first 24 hours of you making an account, please reset your account and do this because it's only available for the first 24 hours of your new account. And yes, it is worth resetting your account for. I promise you. Getting a character like this to be able to carry your lower characters and subsequently your chicken food is absolutely imperative to your progress, and it's going to make your progress and your experience in Raid so much better. Now, you've heard me mention chickens a couple times, so let's go and talk about campaign and a really great piece of advice I can give you guys here. So when you're going through the campaign missions, I'm starting on hard now. You see I'm on hard, chapter 8 already, all the way here. I'm actually almost on chapter 9. So when you come in here and you do a battle, I was trying to 3-star some campaigns, so I only have 2 characters here. But make sure you always have characters in here that can benefit from leveling up. So you see here another character who's at 3-star, only at level 20 is going to be put in here, and then another 3-star character that is at level 23 is going to be put in here. I have my 2 carries in Kale and Gaelic just absolutely wiping the fight. The other 2 just stand there. They hold some pom-poms, they cheer them on, and they end up dying, but they get the XP for it. So you can keep leveling up these characters because they have to be max level to be able to combine them to give another star level to characters that you really care about, like Kale and Supreme Gaelic. This is extremely, extremely important, and this is part of the grind. So you want to start doing this as early as possible, especially when you have double XP boosts, because it helps out tremendously. And that is going to be it. I am currently level 24. I have just dove into the Raid Shadow Legends world headfirst, and I am absolutely loving it so far. So I hope you guys end up joining me on my journey. I do plan on sticking with this for quite a while because I am having an absolute blast. I've played literally one day and I got to level 24, and I cannot put this game down. It's absolutely amazingly fun. So I hope you guys give it a try, and I hope you guys use some of these tips and tricks to make your early game that much more enjoyable. But until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.